$15 to $90 per hour to train AI from home. That's what Mindrift claims you can earn. But is that realistic or just another AI gold rush headline? I signed up, I went through the process, I looked at how the work actually works, and in this video I'm going to show you what you can realistically expect, who this is for, who it's not for, and whether the pay lives up to the promises. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael, and on this channel I test and review ways to make money online so you don't waste your time on things that don't deliver. And today we are diving into Mindrift. It's an AI training platform that connects regular people like you with AI companies that need real human expertise to improve their models. And in this video I'll go over exactly how it works and what you can expect so you can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over the basic of what Mindrift is. And as mentioned, it's a platform where you can sign up and then you can find work where you help teach AI how professionals think. And then you can earn money like that from home. And you can see they do say that they, for example, offer in 15 different languages. So that means that you will have opportunities in several different languages. And they do work with some quite famous brands. According to themselves, these are some of the companies they work with. If you join, then some of the work you'll be doing will be for some of these companies in some cases. Also, what's worth being aware of is that you can see it says that it's powered by Toloka. And Toloka has actually been in the data and AI training space since 2014. So it is an established company, and that means Mindrift has an established company behind it. But that of course doesn't automatically mean it's the right opportunity for you. So let's look a little bit closer at what type of work you can find here, and then of course also go into how to apply, how much you can earn and all this. So let's look at the type of work you can find here. You can go and just see on the main landing page here some of the work that is available. You can also view all projects to get a full overview. And as you can see, it has a decent number of tasks or jobs available. Some of them pay quite well. You can see the lowest currently I can see is $32 per hour, but it goes all the way up to $90 per hour. If you want to know more about one of the jobs, you would just need to click, and then it will open up a new screen where it explains all the requirements. And of course, you need to make sure that you can actually live up to this. Some of these jobs have very specific requirements, so they are not easy to qualify for. And it is a process where you do need to apply and you need to be approved and all this. We'll talk about in just a second how to actually apply. But overall, it offers some quite interesting jobs, but as you can also see, they are not for everyone. In most cases, they do require quite specific skills. But if you do have these skills, again, this is just what's currently available as of the recording this video. New jobs will regularly be posted, so just because they are not now for you, then it doesn't mean that they can't be. So let's talk a little bit overall about how to apply if you can expect that there might at some point be relevant jobs for you. So what do you need to apply? Well, you of course need to have the right skills for that particular job, but the exact skills and qualifications, you can see they also say that in the FAQ section, it varies for each role, and you can just find out as I just showed on the dedicated page for each of them. But they do expect that you have a good understanding of English and clear communication skills. So even though you can see that they offer different language roles, then you do need to have a good understanding of English. And whether you need to know about AI or not, well, they say it's good to have a bit of knowledge of large language models. That's LLM. So large language models, that's just AI. So if you have used AIs, you probably have some knowledge. And they say that it's not as such a requirement, but it definitely will help you, and it will give you a bigger chance of actually getting hired. But overall, you don't need to be able to code or anything like that, unless, of course, it is a coding role. They also explain that very clearly. But one thing you also need to be aware of, because maybe you sit here now and think like, okay, maybe I don't have the exact qualifications, but I can just use AI to do the work for me once I join. But be aware that they're looking for humans to give feedback to improve the AI. So they also say that very clearly, that you are not allowed, unless it's specifically stated that you are allowed, then any use of any automated tools, including generative AI, is strictly forbidden for these tasks. So keep that in mind. You can't just fake it by using AI once you have become a member. I just wanted to clarify that also, because I know some people that try to think that AI can do all the work for them. That is currently not the case. We'll see how it will be in the future, but that's definitely not how it currently is. Also, be aware that as soon as you join and apply for a job, you need to verify your identity. So they will ask you for your phone number as soon as you sign up, and it even says that they might contact you or use that phone number to contact you regarding the job you are applying for. So just keep that in mind, that you do have to share that. If you don't feel comfortable about this, then this is not the right platform for you. Also, whether you will get training or not, that depends on the project. Some projects will give you training if it's needed. Others will just give you basic introductions. All that depends on the exact task and the exact job. Also, it's not necessarily full-time. You can read in the full descriptions. For example, the one that I showed you before, you can see it's estimated to take 20 hours to complete, depending on complexity. So it's not 20 hours per week, it's 20 hours in total. Some are longer, so just keep that in mind, that exactly how long it is, all that's something you can read about for each project. And what I found out when I went through this, that you actually have to apply for a specific role, because if you just go to the website, you might think that you can just apply and sign up on the general sign up button. But when I tried that was actually not allowed. Then it just told me that I needed an invitation. But when I tried for a specific job, then I could sign up and go through the application process. So that's at least how it was for me when I tried. So I just wanted to share that in case you get a little bit confused. Maybe that is also the case for you. If you have any experiences like this, or with the application process yourself also, I would love to hear your experiences in a comment below. Or if you have any questions, just ask and I make sure to get back to you and reply to all comments. So we also just need to talk about how you can get paid, because that's of course always important to know. And they say that you'll be paid each month on the 5th and the 20th. So that's nice. It's every 2 weeks basically that they process the payments. You don't have to wait too long. I always like when that is the case. And the payout options they offer is Payoneer, Mello, and Papara. I honestly don't know if that's how it's pronounced. To be completely honest, even though I've worked online for many years, 8, 9, 10 years, something like that by now, Payoneer is honestly the only one that I've used out of these. I do believe I've heard about this one before, Papara, but I don't know how it's pronounced. But anyways, maybe you know them. These are the payout options they offer. You can get paid in cash. I definitely think Payoneer is a good option. Maybe the others are great options as well. I just don't know them, to be honest. So overall, I do think Mindrift has some interesting opportunities, but you just need to be aware that it's definitely not for everyone. They are quite specific with the skills required, but if you can find jobs here that are relevant for you, then it definitely does pay quite well. But I wouldn't rely on it as the only way to earn some extra money. And if you're interested in different AI training jobs, there are more and more platforms that offer this type of work. So if you join more of them, there's a bigger chance that you can find different tasks. And some of them even just have small tasks that you can just join and start with right away, and others it takes a little bit more effort, but the earning potential is also bigger. So I do have a list on my website of the best AI training jobs that I have come across, the platforms that offer that. So I'll leave a link to that below. And if you're just in general interested in side hustles online to earn some extra money in different ways, then I also do have a list of more than 20 different online side hustles on my website. I will leave a link to that below so you can go and check that out also. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.